is BJ Amchek. My number one passion is football, which is why that was almost my Genius Hour topic. But my topic ended up being on mental disorders. My essential question for starting all of Genius Hour was how does brain chemistry affect and or cause mental disorders, and how can controlling mental disorders help that person and others? Basically, what I wanted to find out was what about somebody's brain causes them to be different? What about a schizophrenic's or a psychopath's brain causes them to think differently and act differently from us? And the second part, how can controlling mental disorders help that person and others? Basically, once somebody finds out specifically about their disorder, or once a family member or friend finds out about that disorder, what can they do or what can we do to help them succeed? I chose I chose mental disorders for Genius Hour because it's about differences and abnormalities in the brain. I'm very interested in learning about why people do what they do, why they act how they act. My original plan had been to study the brain and learn about why schizophrenics and psychopaths do what they do. What about their brain is different from ours? What what I learned in this process was a lot. A lot about mental disorders and what causes them and how they affect the person who has it and others around that, or others around them, excuse me. I also learned a lot about researching, asking questions, and being a more independent student. I found the greatest success in problem solving and being an independent worker. Since this project was very free and varied from person to person because everybody was doing something different, a different topic than the person next to them. The teacher was often busy with other students, helping them with questions that they had. So I had to be creative to solve things that I didn't know. It also allowed me to practice effective researching that will help me further down the road, like in high school with other projects that I don't know, or that other projects that I need good research for. My greatest challenge, probably, I think trying not to give up on my topic. For a while, I struggled a lot, and I wanted to switch my topic to something football related because that's my number one passion. That's what I love. But I thought it would be too much work to catch up on, to catch up to the other projects after starting a new one. Frustrations. My number one frustration was many times when I searched things, I often got the same answers as the last question I had. So my number one frustration was finding many different answers to the questions I had. For the questions, I had to change the wording and sometimes change my questions multiple times to find different results. Many times when I searched something, I had already seen or used information like that. So often when I was researching, I had already searched something else similar to that, and I already got the exact same information. So I had to change my question entirely just to find something new, something that I could use for a new question. So, in conclusion, Genius Hour has been a tough and long experience, but also good and beneficial. It's had its bumps along the way, but overall, I would say that I enjoyed it and that it's definitely going to help me in the future because, as I said, I'm a more efficient researcher and a more independent student.